right? I have the awesome privilege to bring someone to the line, but before I do, hi everybody. How's everyone doing?
Great.
Good.
Want to welcome you guys to our training. We are super duper excited about just not only sharing with everyone what we do, but we get even more excited about sharing how we do it. And we have a young lady that's going to share with you guys how we actually get our businesses off the ground, how we get to the place where we start making wealth real for ourselves and our families. And I'm just super excited about getting the opportunity to take excellent notes myself, because this is someone that actually educates for a living. But then as soon as she gets off work, she starts teaching for a lifestyle. Does that sound like somebody you guys want to hear from?
Yes.
She teaches income shifting on a level that most people will never see, because she just gets straight to the point of it. She doesn't have time for the fluff of it. And her heart is so huge, you don't get to only hear her words, you get to hear her heart as she's sharing with you how important it is to get from where we are to where we want to be. She has a huge heart for people. She also has the leadership to do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. And so, guys, help me bring to the line none other than Executive Area Director, Mrs. Vonda Bell.
Hey, Vonda.
Oh my God.
Baby.
What an introduction. Before I say anything, I got to give it back to this dude. Sean came in the game and broke so many records. It was unbelievable. When I say this guy is a superstar, with his word and his own words, super dope. He has no problem telling you when you're right or wrong. Sean is very supportive, great leadership. I'm super excited to see Sean hit the top. I see him as a national director already. So guys, please help me give it back up to Sean T. Hill this evening. Sean, am I sharing my screen or you got it?
You got it.
I got it. Okay, share screen. Ooh. It says host disabled.
Oh, let me get your screen up.
Okay. I just want to pull the roadmap up, guys. I'm super excited about this. So,
there you are. It is all on you.
Ready? You ready, Ro?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me see. Can I get to mine? Where was I earlier?
Hey.
I pulled it up. Okay, cool. Are we good?
We are great.
Okay, guys, super excited because last night during the leadership call, Sean kind of threw it up. Okay, who wants to do the roadmap tomorrow? And I don't want to hear crickets because he has been an excellent leader to us. So I said, you know what? Let's rock it. And then I thought, who said that? I really did. So on the screen, guys, I won't hold you long. We're talking about the roadmap to making wealth real. And most of you guys know this is our GPS to wealth. If you think about it, you're traveling outside of your state, long distance. The first thing I do, guys, I put it in my what? My GPS. So for me, guys, the first thing I do, as a matter of fact, I have a new lead on the team, lead on the call tonight. I made sure she had the welcome text. Let me let Chuck in real quick. Okay, make sure she had the welcome text along with this roadmap, because this is what we need to actually make wealth real. Number one, you guys see start. It says achieve your goals, don't just see them. A lot of times, we join these calls, we raise our hand when Sean asks us questions. Guys, we see the opportunity, but what we're doing, we join it and we sit on it. We have a blessing in our mouth and we're really not sharing it. So the first thing you want to do with your new person, guys, is to make sure you introduce them with the welcome text and that they sign up. Once they sign up, they write down their link, because you don't want someone to join your team, guys, and you don't know your link information or your logon information. Sean doesn't have time to give us our information. You have your password for your bank, right? Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Your Facebook account. Hello. When you're paying your bills online, I have all my passwords saved. So this is your business, guys. We are making wealth real. So make sure when you join the business that you write down your business name and your password. And if you notice the next line, that's a math equation. He's our superstar math instructor. It says exposure plus education, execution minus explanation and emotions. Now, I'm guilty of that, guys. So allow me to be transparent. A lot of times my emotions get caught up in this business, and I know that it should. But guess what? Your emotions and explanations, they're tied to your enrollments. So don't get stressed about the business. Go back and check your equation. Can we all do that?
Yes.
Yes.
The next part is answer this question. To make my business worthwhile, I'm willing to work to build it to how much a month? Think about your dreams, your goals. What will give you, financial freedom? Right now, some people may say $2,000 a month. Some may say $4,000. I've heard someone say $40,000 a month. And one thing Sean T. has taught us, guys, If your why does not make you cry, it is not big enough. John mentioned a few weeks ago, what haunts you at night? What hurts you? What keeps you up at night? So that's your why. For me, what hurts you, The next one has, I'm building this business because. Don't put something small, guys. Some people may say, I want to buy a new home, buy a new car. But you know what? If you're not working your business, you lose confidence, you shut down. Guess what? You find excuses. You know what? Oh man, I don't need a new car anyway. Or about a new home. I'm good. And you decide, instead of trying to purchase your own home, you find a way to justify living in grandma's basement with Pookie and Ray Ray. So do me a favor. When you set these goals, set a date, because Hollywood told us a goal without a date is just a wish. Okay, guys, the next part we have the checklist. I'm gonna scroll down a little bit more. And these are short-term goals. And I know you guys have heard us talking about 3 QFDs will get you to executive director. But if you notice on our sheet, we have 5 QFDs. Someone asked me why.
Why?
Someone is going to quit. You can almost guarantee someone's going to quit the business. So don't stay up all night scrolling through your reports, trying to figure out who's red or why they turn red. The goal is, guys, to keep moving forward at all times. So make sure we check off the box, get your 5 QFDs to leave room for those 2 who are going to quit. And if you notice, that's the $150 a month, right? We've talked about that before, the 3 EDs plus our customers, because the goal is we want that daily pay, right? And next we have 15 QFDs that says $600 a month. And I'll be honest, I have truly enjoyed the $600 a month, but then when I kicked it up to the $900, that really blessed me. This business was a blessing for me because I was the easy money queen. I think I told you guys in one of my testimonies, initially they would call me Mrs. Bell, but the frequency of my visits, Sean, they started calling me by my first name. Ooh. So thank God for this business. Okay. The next we have 50 QFDs. And guys, you see $2,000 a month, that's a game changer for me. So we have a form, guys, for our new people for the 50, 15, and 5. Meaning if you guys peak 50 people, maybe we can get 15 to income shifting conversation. And guess what? 9 times out of 10, you may get 5 to join. So make sure your new person get that sheet as well. Our goal, you see the first box, is to hit ED within 7 to 10 days. And Sean did this 3 hours?
Something like that.
We have a lot of testimonies on the call, but the goal is to hit ED within the first 7 to 10 days. And you guys know what happens if you get someone the first 3 in those first 30 days. What happens? You get $50 per person, and then the company gives you an additional $150, okay? The next one, guys, I'm very guilty of myself, is to schedule those 2 private Zooms. If you think about it, this will lock that new person in. Yes. Because as soon as that person joins your team, the quitting clock begins. They're finding excuses to leave. Someone's talking to them, oh man, that's a scam. Don't believe the hype, Let me see their paycheck. And let me see what you get back on your taxes next year. So make sure when you get a new person on your team that you schedule those 2 Zooms. Now, I'm guilty of that. So I've written down 2 dates to schedule for myself within the next week.
Awesome.
There you go.
Because one thing we know, guys, we must lead from the what?
Right.
We lead from the front. So I can't sit back and tell my team, you know what, guys, you should schedule 2 Zooms. I need to step up and I need to schedule my 2 Zooms. The next one is the Money Mags. Now, some people kind of take their time about this, but this is where you lower your taxes and you actually get that instant pay raise. Now, you ask yourself, everyone on the call, have I uploaded my 2 pay stubs and tax return? For me, that's a yes. Any more yeses on the screen?
Yeah.
Thank you. The credit max. Now, I've heard people complain about paying the extra fees for the tracking of it, but guys, it's worth it.
So worth it.
So once you upload your 3 credit reports, it's just a checklist. If you can't do it all in one day, select the day. On Monday, do Money Max. Tuesday, Credit Max. Okay, just move along. The next one's Equity Max, one of my favorites, because guess what? We all need to know our debt-free date. We all need a millionaire date. We've tried some other things in our lives, but we've never got a millionaire date or debt-free date, correct?
Right.
Correct. It has my debt-free date, and make sure you write that in, and your millionaire date. I'm sure most of us know these 2 dates. And if you think about it, this is the easiest one to do, Sean, because we don't have to upload any documents or, like the credit reports or pay, more tax returns and things like that. So I honestly believe once we get this form in our new person's hand, guys, we make sure they hit all 4 like right away, at least the first 3. Now, Wealth Max, I haven't done that yet, but that is my goal for 2021. But guys, once you schedule your consultation date, check it out and write the date. And this is just a sheet for me, guys, to not only a roadmap, but it holds you accountable, you know, to focus on your dreams and goals. The next part is our momentum bonus. We talked about that a few minutes ago. Your 3 personal QFDs within the first 30 days. If you notice, we have the circles and the lines. So what you do when you get someone, you write that person's name on the line and you continue along. But guess what? By the time you get to that 3rd circle, guys, you're already smiling because that's what $150 plus the company gives you an additional $150. So I kind of like this. If you notice in parentheses, it has 5 overcompensates for the 2 quitters. We talked about that before. The number is 5 because 2 will quit. The momentum date, guys, for example, Miss Hatley, she's on the line with me tonight. She joined on 11/29. So what I've done, I started a new sheet and I wrote 12/29 for the momentum deadline because I'm giving myself to fill this role by that time to, you know, increase my cash flow. Not only that, to help my team because we want to duplicate everything we've seen our leaders do. Executive director promotions, we've done with the Q3FDs. Expansion bonuses. Initially, I had no idea what it was until my team started growing. Expansion bonuses, sponsor bonuses, guys, they add up. So when someone new joins your team, you see personally sponsored, just write their name in the box and continue on. If they're placed, circle place. If they're personal sponsor, circle that as well. We also have the daily guarantee, 3 to 5 personal QFDs, personal customer. I love this part because guess what? This lowers your $119 a month. Instead of paying $119 a month for your business, we know 3 ways to get it self-funded, right, guys? Do we all agree on that?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about those 3 customers, it lowers your amount from $119 to $40 a month. And there's no one in the world, guys, you can own a business for $40 a month. It says use this roadmap to guide you. Your business will fund itself. We've done that. I did tell Sean, I'm gonna make it quick, do 10 minutes. But guys, I'm not gonna read everything to you. I guess the main thing to talk about is we need to master the equation at the very top because we know that, you know, we do the exposure, right?
Mm-hmm.
EDM does education and MWR executes. So I think my challenge for myself, my team, and most of us on the call is to stick to the plan and make sure we do not put our emotions in it, no excuses, and no 0 days. No 0 days. I mean, for me, the roadmap was very simple because it made me, you know, get everything done. So today I challenged myself. I also challenged my team to make sure everything has been completed, you know, and then to, you know, like Sean had to do once before to make a copy of that and post it in the group.
Right, Vonda.
Awesome job.
Any questions at this time?
No, ma'am.
Sean, what else can we add? Let me get my team, Deidre, Mike, Dana, Kurt.
Oh, I want to add that was an amazing job, guys. Do me a favor. Let's give it up for Executive Area Director, Ms. Vonda Bell.
That was an awesome
Awesome
job.
job.
Awesome.
Thank
Awesome,
you.
Very,
Vonda.
very good.
Awesome. Awesome.
Good
job,
Awesome.
Vonda.
I told you it was
Good job, Michelle. Thank you.
I told you it was going to be
Awesome.
efficient. I told you it was going to be efficient.
Fast.
That's for our brand new partners. That was for our brand new guests. And what I want to do at this point is I want to add a little piece for those of us that have been in the business for longer than 30 days, if that's okay. Is that all right with everybody?
Yes,
Please.
Yes.
Because some of us are outside of the 30-day window. And what the mistake that a lot of people make is when you get outside of the 30-day window, we kind of get deflated because of the momentum bonus. But guys, it was $150. How many guys would agree you got started, even though the $150 momentum bonus is exciting? It's exciting to get that $300 after a $228 investment. How many guys got started in this business for a whole lot more than $300?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
yes.
So what I want to do for you guys really quickly, because there's a huge event coming up at 8:30 and I don't want us to miss it. And so I'm going to give you the link for that event. And so we're going to be done really, really quickly. And we're all going to plug into that event because this company is about to do something major. But what I want you guys to do is get prepared for the major things that are about to happen. And Vonda has set you up so excellently that if you simply do that, you're going to be in line for a lot of pay in December. This is going to be the Christmas bonus month. it is coming. It's coming strong. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. I'm going to leave that to the CEO of our company. But what I will share with you is there's 5 C's in success. Now, I know you wrote the word down and you saw 2 C's. And so I'm going to give you the other 3 that's missing. Anybody ready for the 5 C's? If you're ready, say I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Let's get it. Awesome. C number 1, you have to be committed. See, a lot of people are unable to have success in business because they never committed to the business that they wanted to have success in. If all in, we all win, but 1% doubt, you're out. And so the reason why you get on these trainings, the reason why we do this every Monday, the reason why we're taking this training to the next training is because we have to raise our belief system to a level where we are unshakable and unmovable. When things happen, things just happen. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And your IQ, which is your I quit level, is linked to that level of belief. And so, guys, you have to commit. My favorite definition of commitment is doing those things that you said you would do long after that feeling you had when you said it has left you. Anybody ever offer to pick somebody up from the airport or babysit their kids, and then you get closer to that time, you no longer want to do either of those things? The thing that got you in that car, the thing that allowed you to open the door when that bad child was walking in is your commitment to your commitment.
Right.
So you can't just do things based on a feeling. Some of us will be stuck if we're not careful because we're waiting to feel good before taking action, where the experts understand we have to act so we can feel good. So the first C is commitment. Anybody ready for the second C? If you're ready, say I'm ready.
I'm ready.
The second C is you must be coachable. Guys, coachable is this simple. Identify who you want to follow and then do what they do because they do it. We don't have time to convince you that the money that we're making is being made because of what we do. We're making the money. You're here because we know what we're doing. That's the thing I love the most about this business. You're on the line because somebody was successful at doing what we just said we do. The only way you found out about this is because somebody found out about this from somebody who found out about this from somebody who found out about this. And because they were doing what we do, you're here. So identify someone that you want to do what they do. You want to earn what a Chuck Harden earns. You want to earn like a Vonda Bell. You want to earn like these leaders that have been responsible for you being here. Well, then do what they do or find other leaders. But be coachable to someone's system that's more successful than yours. Is this making sense?
Yep.
Yes.
So that's the second C. What was the first C?
Being committed.
Okay, so we're committed, right? What was the second C?
Coachable.
Excellent. Here's the third C. Consistency. It's not enough to say I'm in. It's not enough to say I'll listen. You have to do it. And then when you do it, you have to do it. And when people join, you should do it. And when people quit, you should do it. And when people stand you up, you should do it. And when people show up and sign up, you should do it. Is this making sense?
Yep.
Yes.
Here's the key to, anybody want to know the key to consistency?
Yes.
Doing it.
Fall in love with the work, not the result.
Yep.
I mean, I want you to have a ridiculous love affair with the work. I want you to shift your mindset and stop making what should be pleasurable, because it's the only way to get to the money painful. The only way you can get to this money is if somebody stands you up and doesn't get on a Zoom. Because you got to get toughened up so that when your new partners say, my cousin didn't get on the Zoom, you can share with them your story of how you got through it. No testimony without a test. And the testimony is what makes the rest of the money.
Okay.
So what's the first C?
Committed.
What was the second one?
Coachable.
What's the third one?
Consistency.
Okay, the fourth one is you have to be in communication. You have to be in communication. Who are your accountability partners? If it's just the person in your mirror, you've already gone. You just lost the game. If you're the only one that can hold you accountable, you just lost the game. And it's really this simple, Loretta. All you got to do is tell someone what you're going to do and ask them to hold you accountable. Tell somebody why you're going to do it. Let them know that why that Vonda was talking about and ask them to hold you accountable. Don't let me slack up. I need this. Is this making sense?
Yes.
All right, so now what was the third C?
Consistency.
All right, so then what was the first C?
Committed.
All right, so what was the fourth C?
Communication.
And what was the second one?
Coachable.
Can I share with you guys how I got to $4,000 a month in less than 90 days?
Please.
It's the fifth C, campaigns. Guys, you have to embrace the campaigns. Stop thinking, don't ever trick yourself into believing you don't need the outside motivation. If we didn't need the outside motivation, the companies would not put it in place. See, one of the tricks is that we think we're self-starters, but really what we were was we were afraid to be fired. And so there was a motivation inherent in what we were doing if we were working a job. If we didn't do it, we get fired. In this business, nobody can fire you because nobody hired you. You are your own boss. So what you realize is you might be your worst employee. So the campaigns are in place to get you restarted. That's the thing I love the most about this business is you can have a day one whenever you want. And I'm telling you, in less than 30 seconds, a day one will be launched. If any of my partners would do me the favor, especially if you're in the senior director or the area director group, Mr. Brian Bean, MWR has shared the link. Please share it in the chat. For those of you that don't know what the link is to this conversation that's about to happen, it is mwrfinanciallive.com. The 2020 grand finale is about to go down. It is already in the chat. It is already in the groups. And because it's ready and somebody far wealthier than I is going to teach me how to get more wealthy, I have nothing left to say.
I know.
Awesome job, Vonda Bell. Love you to life. Incredible job. Thanks for blessing our family with that training. I look forward to seeing you guys on the other Zoom. I'm out.
I'm out. Great job.
Great job, Vonda.
Thank you, darling.